gang, people, and welcome back to the official Big Six channel once again. I hope you guys have been enjoying the content. We've done top 5 goalkeepers of the Premier League era. We followed that up with the top 6 centre-backs and full-backs of the Premier League era. If you haven't watched those yet, make sure you watch those straight after this one. And I'm sure you're familiar with the programme now. We're going to do a top 5, but it is a top 6. 6th place is down to you guys. There's going to be a pinned comment in the comment section below. Let us know whose 6th position should be. Listen to who we've got at the top 5 and pick who you think should be 6th, and I'll go through that pinned comment. I'll look at the votes and I'll publish that on the Instagram, Twitter and TikTok at The Big Six Show. Make sure you guys are following on the socials too, and make sure you guys are subscribed to the man them Grizz, Matisse, Steve, Tobe, Saeed and myself. Channel links in the description below, people. Show some love, hit the like button as well. 1,000 likes bright and early like the live shows do. As always, we'll continue bringing you guys the heat. Top 6 centre mids of the Premier League era. It's getting sticky.
Spicy one, you know.
It's a spicy one. I can't even lie. Let me start off because I know this is going to be a controversial one. In 5th position, Stevie.
Oh. Steven Gerrard in 5th.
I'm walking out. I'm walking out of here.
No, stay. We want to hear it. We want to hear this shit.
Steven Gerrard.
Let him talk.
You are going to piss off every scouser on the...
You know what, he's done it before though.
Not only Scouser.
He's done it before. I'm not a Scouser.
Lightning strikes twice, man, so you might as well, man. I'm back here, don't worry. I don't like
people
Scouts
are going to be
anyway.
like, he hates Thiago, he hates Gerrard.
You do?
I don't hate... I hold these men highly. In terms of footballing ability, high.
Grizz,
but we have to look overall. And when you look at some of the names in this list and some of the accomplishments in this league.
The team achievements.
In this league.
The team achievements. Why are we doing this when why are we ranking X-player above X-player for team achievements? If Gerrard is better than some of these players in this list, why can't he be spoken about as if he's better than some of these players in this list?
If Gerrard was put into some of these top teams, I don't care if it's Man United, I don't care if it's Chelsea, I don't care if it's Man City now, I don't care if it's Arsenal. He walks into every single one of those teams and he makes every single one of those teams better, and then he wins that Premier League title. Steven Gerrard is one of the most complete midfielders we've ever seen in the Premier League. Technically, fitness-wise, he was able to cover every player.
I knew my political move about Azpilicueta is going to come back.
I will go on a rant because Chelsea, we wanted to sign him. We already had Lampard. We already had Lampard, and we still wanted to sign Gerrard under Mourinho. He was unbelievable. Could tackle, could shoot from range, could cross, could play.
Gerrard
he played right back. He played
now,
midfield. He played attacking midfield. Bro,
he's right. I think.
Let's address the elephant in the room. He didn't drag Liverpool to the title, and he actually slipped and cost them the title.
Yeah, he did.
So I'm just putting that out there.
What about the Champions League?
This
is the Premier League.
This is the Premier League. He said he gets in every other team.
He does.
He gets every other team, and he wins the league for him, but he couldn't win the league for his own team.
No, he wins the league with them.
We're being petty about a slip.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but the week before, he got him in a huddle and went, "We do not slip, and then fucking slipped."
Yeah, but Company said he's going to turn it back at Anfield when he's going to.
Yeah, but then he went and won the league.
He went and won the league.
But Company's got 4 league titles.
Company played in the better side.
No, we're not.
But you talk about Steven Gerrard and say, this, but I'm just saying the facts are there. The Liverpool team were flying for the league, and he couldn't drag them over the line.
That's petty.
It's not petty, it's facts.
He couldn't drag them over the line at the age of like 32,
Alright, so
33.
we're talking about age now.
Playing number 6 and still contributing.
It's facts.
Nah, man. When we talk about Steven Gerrard, we're not talking about just Premier League.
No, hold on. We should
We're
let
talking
him.
about one of the greatest ever
slip, by the way. Keep it carry on.
But my top 5 are all
That's
great
mental.
midfielders. This category is all great.
But that's his opinion, though. I think we're stalling on number 5. That's fine. If he puts in number 5, that's fine.
And Gerrard's going to come up again, obviously, from the reaction.
No, exactly. That's fine. Yeah.
My number 5 might upset people.
Go on.
Manchester City legend Frank Lampard.
Piss me off. What do you mean, no legend? Are you stupid? You guys take Vieira, you take Lampard, you take Schmeichel, you take fucking... Who else you take?
They all want to come.
You take everyone's legend.
You didn't want him, you treated him like dirt.
No. Oh my God.
He decided to come to a...
But how are you going to have Lampard as 5th as well? Lampard is one of the...
He's 5th.
I'm putting it far right out there. For me, it's a very, very complete midfielder. Powerhouse, Yaya Toure.
Facts. That's my top 5.
Cool.
That's my
That's my top 5.
Sorry, that's my 5th.
Toure.
Yeah. Has to be there.
Yaya Toure.
Have you got him 5th as well?
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, Gerrard, Frank.
Is it because of the Real Madrid game?
That's crazy. Yaya and Frank Lampard and Gerrard as number 5. So how are we ranking that? Maybe we need to
my number
rethink that.
5 was Paul Scholes.
This is what I mean.
And everyone was shocked at my fight. This is what.
No, but that's, you know what this is though?
It's a difficult category.
No, but he's done it out of spite now. We can't do that. You've done it out of spite. You've changed it. You just check your phone there. I didn't change it. Yes or no?
Did you change it?
I didn't change it. Show us the list.
Can I say something?
You changed it out of spite. That is shocking.
Do you know what it is? You said, I'll back you in Turkish. She was like,
Oh yeah, exactly.
How can it be out of spite after hearing Turkish say Steven Gerrard?
No, but you said it after it though.
Skulls don't have to do with Turkish. So how's it out of spite?
No, because it's reckless though what you've just done there.
So again, when we hear the rest of the list, we can relate and we can speak about it.
You're lucky you have to wait.
Paul Scholes, we've just put him 5th in the all-time Premier League list. That is nothing to be smirked at or looked down upon.
The same with Gerrard. We've just put a player
no problem,
5th
that's fine.
who's never won the Premier League.
No problem.
He's lucky to be 5th.
That's fine, no problem. But what I'm saying is that's my opinion and I'm sticking with that. Paul Scholes, fantastic,
I'd give you any
wonderful,
money. You would
amazing
not have said that. Give you any money that wasn't your list.
Once that Turkish grenade went off,
that's what I mean.
He's firing back then.
Anti-aircraft
fire was coming from you then.
It doesn't make any sense for me to fire back at Turkish. If I put Vieira at number, you could say then. Do you
Don't go anywhere.
Get my point. So it's not a spite. Paul Scholes in my list is number 5. We can all continue now.
I had Roy Keane at 5th.
There you go.
Yeah, I had Roy Keane at 5th.
Man, what is this?
That's low as hell as well. But again, there's so many quality midfielders in this discussion.
What do we say?
But the reason why I've got Roy Keane is because I feel like for what I'm looking for in a midfielder, it's preference in terms of style. I want a certain way of playing. There's a certain way of playing that I'm attracted to when I watch football in terms of a midfielder. And the midfielders that I've got ahead of him played the game more beautifully, I would say.
But you have to give him credit for his era.
For his era, captain, one of the best captains you've ever seen in England, top player, consistent as hell. And I think, I don't know if Ferguson ever said he regretted him going as well. Probably not.
I think there was no love lost there.
No love lost, did it? But
no love lost there.
Keane has to be in the top 5, so I just put him in 5th.
So we've got.
So I've gone for
2
Yaya
votes
Toure.
for Yaya. So Yaya wins it. Yaya's in 5th position. And Yaya was my 6th place.
And that's probably better for all.
I'm glad Yaya's in there though.
It's probably better.
I had Toure in it. I had Toure as 4th.
It's probably better that Yaya Toure came 5th, just for all you lot going on about Scholes and. You know, you're all right. But Scholes,
so we have Yaya Toure in 5th position, people. We move on to 4th. Who's going to kick off 4th?
My 4th was Yaya, so I get out of this.
So 4th, Yaya.
Yeah.
My 4th was Patrick Vieira.
Wow.
It's not nice, is it?
What do you mean it's not nice?
It's not even on my list, to be honest.
You want to take this guy back to Manchester now?
Wow, you're taking a piss.
You want to take him back now?
A Man City legend disrespected like that.
Are you guys all hearing this? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, that's nuts.
If it's not spite, I don't know what.
That's nuts.
No, listen, I had to just let you know now.
But who's your 4 then? Number 4.
Vieira, he said.
I'm not actually going to lie.
I'm not said Vieira.
Who said Vieira's not on his
I've got
list?
for Frank Lampard number
He said
4.
Vieira's not on his list. I'm about to leave the Big 6, let alone him.
I actually forgot about Vieira, I can't lie. And I never forget about Vieira. I love Vieira. I always have Vieira. Why did you forget about Vieira? I love him, but I forgot about him. Because there were so many big names, I just forgot about him. I'm not saying you.
I can tell you to a T. I know Matisse's top 3 right now.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You don't, because I've played the card here.
Have you put SCN ahead of Vieira?
No, I have not. I would never do that. Try again. No, I haven't. You don't even know what I've done.
This is nuts.
This
list is nuts
I
already.
always pay my respect to Vieira every time he's not put in the top 5. So I apologise for not
Edit your
putting him
list,
in.
man. I won't look, man.
Let's get to the 4. Who's the 4?
So he's gone for
Frank Lampard.
Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
Roy Keane I went for.
Roy Keane. I've gone for Paul Scholes.
I went for Yaya Toure.
So it's you two that get the deciding vote. Vieira, Lampard, or Paul Scholes, or Roy Keane.
I want Vieira in there.
Vieira gets 1 vote.
Vieira's 100% in there.
Vieira gets another vote.
Lampard as well.
Vieira 100% gets in there.
Vieira or Lampard?
Roy Keane.
I'm doing a
Roy
dodgy
Keane
one here.
is 100% in there.
But where's he?
I'm playing my
longevity
I know, but I can't control that.
Is Lampard going to come higher now in this chat?
He is.
So
No.
if you vote Lampard,
Maybe I've got a different role for Lampard.
Maybe I've got a different role for Lampard. I'm playing a card now.
so who did you vote for?
What for?
Yeah, but
What for this? As a
Wait,
tiebreaker?
what do you mean you're playing
Vieira.
different role? Because I asked this before.
You did ask. You did ask.
So I said, are we classifying
he's
Lampard?
gonna try.
But I have no choice
So
because there's so many great midfielders. I had to go with this.
Yeah,
I had to move like this.
Vieira.
We know what we're doing, innit?
So we've got 2 Vieiras.
We know what we're gonna do.
Vieira's in 4th position.
I had to do
But
it.
you can't, so they're trying to twist it so that I can put him on attacking midfield. Is that what you're trying to say?
No. That is exactly what I'm saying.
But it's to their detriment because no one else is going to do that. So
Yeah,
they're
so
not
maybe
gonna get that- they're not
there
gonna
you
get
go,
that
then
list
it.
either,
Maybe it's
so
to your detriment, then, innit?
We'll see. Because, listen,
You said beforehand. I asked. You said. So
We'll
yeah.
see.
Bro, I had no choice, bro. Look how many midfielders there are.
Everyone has a choice.
That's almost like a lifeline.
This is
but
a
yeah,
tough.
have it.
This is a tough.
But it's personal. Why are we getting rattled by personal
No.
choices?
I just think it's one of the.
It is very
I
tough.
just think
It's
it's.
mad,
I just
but
think
it's
it's
personal choices.
tactical.
We're not talking like
We've-
top 20 here. We're
we've
talking
all
top 5.
got
innit?
legendary
Yes.
midfielders.
I get that. It's very, very.
Well, 5 of us have legendary midfielders.
Hey.
Tim Shearer.
The guy who played for my club
Tim
is going to
Shearer.
go down as one of the greatest midfielders of all time.
Oh, that's lovely.
Listen, Tim Sherwood ain't.
Am I lying? But not for your club.
Am I lying?
But
Tim
not at your
Sherwood
club.
ain't in this.
I'm not talking about Tim Sherwood. I'm not talking
not
about
gonna do it at
I'm talking
your
about Luka
club,
Modric because the same guy that you tried to buy off us.
Yeah,
You couldn't get him.
100%.
You couldn't get him.
But it's
Now what?
you're a stepping
couldn't get him.
You're a
You couldn't
stepping.
get
You're
him.
a stepping
You
stone
couldn't get him.
club. This
You couldn't get him.
this
It's
table
fine,
is
it's
for
fine,
final
it's fine, it's
destination.
fine.
You're a
Calm down,
stepping
calm down,
stone
it's fine,
club.
it's fine.
This is final destination
Cool.
club.
Final destination.
Yeah,
Why
this
didn't he end up at Chelsea? If it's
Because
final
Levy's a
destination?
stingy little prick.
Oh yeah? When he went to Real Madrid and look out.
To Levy, he wanted to come to us. He had no problem hopping on the yacht. He wanted to come to us. You know he
And
did.
yet, where
Just
did
like
he land?
Gerrard wanted to come to us,
Where
just like
did he
Rooney
land,
wanted to come to
Matisse?
us.
Where did he
All
land?
your legends wanted to
Where
come
did
to
he
us.
land, Matisse?
Gerrard wanted to come to us. They
Gerrard-
egged his house.
Gerrard-
Rooney wanted to come.
Gerrard's
They strapped
reason-
him up. And your man wanted to come, but Daniel Levy.
I'm not saying he didn't want to come, but where did he end up?
Yeah, well, then that's
Where
what I
did he
need.
end up?
Gerrard
Where
said
did
he wanted to come and
end up?
sit in it.
Did he?
Yeah.
When was that?
No, you listen. You
listen.
John Terry mentioned it.
I don't remember that.
You mentioned it. Mark Hughes nearly
What, at the
signed
end of
John
his career when he
Mark
was
Hughes
about to
nearly
retire?
signed John Terry.
When he was about to retire?
Oh, when we just got the big
it's probably
books,
when he was about
innit?
to
His head
retire.
was turned, innit, though?
It's probably when Schmeichel went there and
Innit,
Seaman
you know
went
what I
there.
mean?
So in 5th place, Yaya Toure. In
Michael
4th
went there.
place, Patrick Vieira. Grizz, who you got 3rd? Because you've been quiet there.
I think I should start off with
I've got third. I've gone for Patrick Vieira.
Okay, so he's already in the list.
That's what I'm saying.
Has anyone
Mine's
gone for Vieira and Toure? That's already been placed? No? Just
Nope.
Grizz? So maybe
Certainly
the deciding
not me.
vote comes to Grizz. We'll see.
My list is elite.
I'm going with Cesc Fabregas.
Oof, high though, but maybe honorary mention for me, but
What?
About Vieira.
He knows. I think he knows. I think he knows he's messed up really somewhere.
yeah,
But
he's
it's
had-
okay.
that's what I'm saying.
He's had one.
He's had to put Cesc there.
It's too late.
I told you about the ass.
I forgot about him.
He's messed up. You messed up. You two lists have messed up.
How's my list?
You're messed up.
How is it?
You're messed up.
Who's your third?
No, my third is Steven Gerrard.
Mine is.
Steven Gerrard,
So how am I
Cesc
messed up?
Fabregas.
Because of the 4th and 5th choices.
What? Yaya Toure.
You haven't got Vieira in your list.
Listen, Vieira, mate.
Well, don't.
Come on, mate.
Don't.
Remember, I apologised for
That's what I'm saying. Vieira, mate.
So now my skulls at 5th makes sense.
Wait.
Because I've got Yaya Toure and Vieira.
Because I
ahead of it.
apologise for, but Cesc versus
Vieira
hold
just
on,
made the
Cesc
Hall of
versus
Fame.
Yaya Toure. Is it that? Is it
Vieira
that?
just made the Hall of Fame, yeah.
And isn't he the 3rd midfielder to make it so far?
Who?
Vieira.
But is Cesc versus like
Matisse.
Yaya Toure that deep?
Get your
Cesc
laptop
Fabregas
out.
did a madness.
Get your laptop
Cesc was amazing.
No,
So
Cesc and
I think
Yaya.
it's a bad.
I think
You
the
can't
difference is
compare
that
the players, but you can compare the era.
Yeah, I'm talking about in terms of like what they've done for the league.
Yeah, you can definitely compare the two.
I think it's
They were
disrespectful
like
to
6th
just-
place candidates for me.
to
You
just
can't
throw
just disrupt.
Cesc is
Cesc
a fake
Fabregas was
passer.
unbelievable.
He's one of the best passes this league has
levels
ever
to this
seen.
game, man.
No, there's not levels. This is the same level.
Fabregas was levels.
This is the same
Fabregas
level.
was a Fabregas
Scoring
played as
goals
an 8.
for
played as
Arsenal.
a
I
10,
wouldn't put
played as a-
Fabregas over Vieira,
played as a-
though.
No, I wouldn't do that either. But when we're talking about Yaya Toure and we're talking about Cesc Fabregas,
So
I
are you
think-
putting Cesc over Scholes, for example?
No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not putting him in that
So then
category.
where are you going with
But
Cesc
I told
then?
you I did it.
Do you get my point?
I did it. I did it in a
Cesc
reverse.
Cesc is second
He
top
fucked up,
assister in the
man.
league.
He fucked
Yeah,
up.
he is.
Behind
Yeah,
Giggs.
behind.
No,
Is
fucked
it behind
up.
Giggs all time?
All time, yeah.
I'm not sure. I know he got the
he's
most assists
second.
for a season
He's
behind
second.
Giggs
Giggs
Yeah, I
is the
think he is.
all-time
I think
assist leader.
Giggs
He's
is.
second.
Imagine,
Giggs
and he went to Barcelona for a good couple of years as well.
And as a player that none of us were going to mention, and I'm going to mention at the end, again, like the Liverpool players will come at the end. But he's not a Liverpool player.
Man.
Can I say it now then? I'm about to get it out. I don't know.
No,
someone
no,
have-
we don't
has
want to get
anyone
it
got N'Golo Conte?
No, but we spoke about
Yeah,
it.
we spoke, yeah.
When you speak about
He's
it.
definitely in the
As
top
in,
8,
like, beforehand,
top 9.
it was,
Honourable
you know.
mention.
How can N'Golo Kante?
Oh, yeah.
N'Golo Kante.
I had him just outside.
Maybe
the top
after your
five as well.
5 year talk, innit?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
5 years.
When he's finished, he's going to be with the Liverpool lads.
Maybe so. I
Sit at the high table.
maybe so. Do you know what I mean?
N'Golo Kante. Wow.
He
But
won
I
the
get-
league at Leicester, won the league at Chelsea. Do you know what I'm saying?
Champions League as well.
Champions League, yeah. So
He's a one-man wrecking machine. He's 2 players for you guys.
yeah, 100%.
So,
But I
Cesc,
get it.
The modernisation of Makalele, innit?
Gerrard, Lampard.
Third.
Yeah, I've gone Lampard.
I went Scholes for third.
Scholes.
I went Vieira.
You and Vieira. So the winner is Gerrard in third.
Gerrard.
Gerrard
At least you
is
got him
fourth.
in there.
Holy shit.
Thanks to us two.
In 5 years, he might be number one though.
Yeah,
so
exactly, yeah. Wait, so how many spots we got? 2 left?
2 left. It's
I'm
Yaya
gonna have
fifth,
to-
Vieira fourth, Gerrard third, and we're on to second now. Second Tobes. Let's start with you.
Frank Lampard. I put him
He's
second.
already been. Actually, he's not been playing.
He's not in yet.
I put him second. I think this is the debate we were having earlier. Is he most of the work, most of the things that he's acknowledged for is his goal scoring, and he scored those goals playing, getting into more advanced positions for Chelsea. But the longevity, the consistency, the quality to play with the ball when he needed to, maybe he's not as good technically as a Vieira, he's not as good as technically as a Yaya. Can't just drive with the ball, but he brought so much quality to that Chelsea side, and I think considering they spent 11 million on him from West Ham, like that is money well spent. And when you look at the decisive moments, I remember Chelsea winning the league title. I'm pretty sure he was the one that scored the decisive goal away to Bolton when they clinched the title. Like Chelsea and Frank Lampard are synonymous. It's like you can't mention Chelsea's dominance without mentioning Frank Lampard or John Terry.
Yeah,
So
I think it's a bit disrespectful to say he's not as technically good as Yaya. I think Yaya physically is a better player.
No.
But technically,
Stop.
Technically, free kicks, set pieces, long shots.
that's
corner-
shooting.
No. Passing as well. Have you seen where he is for the assist, Toby? Go look where he is for assists.
Listen,
Go look.
Matisse,
Go look at his passing range.
getting a number of assists does not automatically mean that you are an elite passer.
Is he not an elite passer? Is that what you're about to say?
Frank Lampard wasn't an elite passer. He was a good
I agree
passer.
with
He wasn't an
that.
elite
I agree
passer.
with
So it's like Ryan Giggs is top of the assist charts. Can he even chat to Paul
not.
Scholes as a
Yeah.
passer? No, he can't.
Wow.
Can he chat to Cesc Fabregas as a passer? No, he can't. The point I'm making
The pass for Ramirez against Barcelona in the Champions League. The pass for Drogba in behind, outside the right boot. You're trying to tell me this guy's not an elite passer?
He's a good passer, so he's a good passer, capable of making some.
He had a good
No, a
passing
good
range, man.
passer is
He had a
Harry
good
Winks.
passing
He's a
range,
good
man.
passer.
No, he isn't a good passer.
He was a good passer.
Harry Winks isn't a good passer. The point I'm making is this: Frank Lampard is a good passer who's capable of making them
The
quality
long run,
passes.
the long-
There's
yeah.
a difference between that and someone like Cesc Fabregas, who is automatic. Cesc,
Okay, yeah, Fabregas is in his own league.
And Yaya Toure, for me, had more technical quality
But
than Frank Lampard.
technical doesn't just mean that. For example, when you first had that rebuttal against him, my thought in my head was to ask you, if Yaya Toure and Frank Lampard in the middle of the pitch have 2-3 bodies around them, who's your money on getting out of that situation?
Okay, fair enough. But I think that's also leans as to part of the fact that physically he's
But it's not
he's
just physical
able
though.
to withstand those challenges as
But
well.
it's not just physical though.
Because you've got to use your body.
Footwork.
But footwork,
Yeah,
footwork.
okay,
Yaya
cool.
Toure was a better dribbler than.
But let's not make this slander.
No, it's not slander. It's not slander. But I put him second. I need to
You're
like-
doing good propaganda there. I want you to.
I put him second, and you're the one that's trying to get onto me.
I
As if-
you are
as
trying
if
to
I'm
didn't want to
interested.
ruin your flow. Carry on.
It's hard, innit?
propaganda.
Has anyone else got Lampard second?
No. Roy Keane second.
You got Roy Keane second.
Roy
yeah?
Keane, mate. You know what I mean?
Vieira.
Sorry?
I've got Vieira second, so he's already placed.
I've got
mean,
Roy Keane
Roy
second.
Keane.
Roy
second.
Keane.
Scholes already on this. I had him second.
Listen, Scholes is, you
Who
know,
you got?
Scholes is Scholes, innit?
Second, I had Lampard. Yeah.
So we've got Scholes, we have Roy Keane, and we have Lampard.
And then Roy Keane.
And you voted Roy Keane as well, so Roy Keane wins
Wow.
it.
So
Roy Keane wins it.
Roy Keane wins it.
who's getting first?
Get in there.
I'm telling you, this is messed up.
Get in there.
I told you from the start. This is messed up. Certain man have messed up the base with this.
He Scholes,
This
goals,
thing.
goals.
This is messed up. I told you, you lot laughed at me. That's why I'm getting Scholes out of the way.
Wait, who's not in the
Arguing.
list so far? Scholes not.
Lampard isn't in the list.
Well,
Alright, well,
There's a few
that's
names that
gonna
are
change.
Yeah, there's a couple. Those are the couple that stand out.
So listen, I'm willing to do a negotiation with you five.
No,
okay?
no, you
If
messed up. You messed up.
If
You
you
messed up.
want,
You checked
if
it.
you
You
want,
checked it.
who's not in? Is Scholes not in this yet?
so that's why Scholes is first.
No, he's not first.
Listen, you're a Chelsea fan, and Chelsea do not
So
do
what's the list so far,
negotiations at the
Beckham?
minute. You're in the mud, you've not got any bog roll, no pies, you're fucked. Take a step back. No one's negotiating. No one's negotiating with Chelsea right now. No one. So come on, put your hand back.
I think you need to respect your older brother.
No,
and
no,
tell
no,
us,
no,
right?
no,
We
no,
started
no,
them
no,
shit.
no,
We
no,
started
no,
them
no,
shit.
Tobes is asking for the list. Let me run it through. Yaya Toure fifth, Patrick Vieira fourth, Steven Gerrard third, and Roy Keane in second.
So come on, man, guys. It's Scholes.
No, it's not.
Let's just
Are you kidding me?
Let's go round the room.
Let's go round the room. Let's go. Who have you got on the list?
Who's on your
Matisse?
list?
Frank
Number one.
Lampard is going on this list because for assists, for output, for goals, for big moments, he was the guy that was always standing
Was he your number one?
He is now.
He wasn't your number one.
No, he is now number one.
He's now your number one.
He is now number one.
Steven Gerrard was number one.
Gerrard was one, but now it's Lampard, right?
You messed up. You messed up. You messed up. I never messed up.
Hold on.
I haven't messed up.
Hold on.
You both did.
No, I didn't mess up.
You didn't have Vieira on your list.
Come on, man. Hold this down, Turkish, you know. I'm ready to kick off, you know. Climb over this table.
Listen. All I want is your number ones before this show started. First and foremost.
Yes.
Yeah. Before this show started, who did we all have as number one?
Wallahi, I had Paul Scholes.
Gerrard.
Scholes.
I had Keane number one.
Paul Scholes.
Paul Scholes. You had Gerrard and you had Gerrard.
So simple, free.
But so he messed it up then.
You messed it up.
How did I mess it up? Because I intently came without Vieira. So is that my fault? Whereas you changed it around. Is that fair?
Scholes is one.
Scholes is one.
No, because it's free for Gerrard.
Yeah, Gerrard's already in the list.
Gerrard's in the list already.
Already in the list, man. So he's rolled it.
AMs it is.
Ridiculous.
Can we all agree that I haven't messed this up?
AMs it is.
So I haven't messed this up.
How is Gerrard fifth on this list?
Hold on.
How's he third?
Hold on. I want to ask you.
One sec. I'm not having the greatest Premier League midfielder not winning a fucking title. I'm not having that.
You are having it. You are having it.
Scholes is number one.
You are having it because you know full well.
How can the best midfielder in the Premier League not win a title?
I really slipped, did it?
Really? But Turkish, I'm agreeing though.
I'm not getting on to you.
No, I'm agreeing with that. But there is no way Paul Scholes is ahead of Steven Gerrard.
Are you kidding me? He's here. It's happened. Where's
Impossible.
You have to face the reality. It's happened.
It's reality.
Paul Scholes, the big dog.
Do a poll, it will be so...
Yeah, but it's not Paul. They've already got a vote. They've only got one spot.
Explain to me.
Come on. We're not having a poll. We're not having a poll because Matisse messed up. Matisse, you messed up.
No, listen. I've seen you play football. Don't talk to me about what.
Okay, let me see you play left feet.
Don't do that.
If you can do free kick-ups, yeah, I'll beat it 10 times.
Listen. It's all in my brain. I know football.
Yeah, the brain's fried because you watch Tottenham, innit?
I know Pochettino's better than Reece James.
And I said it at the start, and I'm saying it now. We need to stop doing this.
Tell me
thing
what
where we
Steven
judge.
Gerrard can do that Paul Scholes can't do.
Better
My
dribbler.
God.
Better dribbler.
My God.
Yes, better dribbler. Better dribbler. Better athlete.
Better tackle up.
Better header, better everything.
Look at the era they were playing football. We're talking about athlete,
Better
man.
footballer.
What's this
Yes.
guy talking about athlete? Look at the era they were playing
Why
football
did no
in,
one
man.
listen to tackle?
We're not in this modern day era where they were meant to be athletes at that time.
But doesn't that give him more than an
Come on,
advantage?
man.
Steve's saying this
Doesn't
out
that
right.
doesn't that give him more than an advantage?
You are not saying Paul Scholes is better than Steven Gerrard. You're not saying that.
I rate Paul Scholes a lot. I think look at
There's
Paul
nothing
Scholes,
Paul
what
Scholes
he
can
did
do
in
better
his
than Gerrard.
career.
I rate Paul Scholes. I put him fifth, and you don't laughed. But now you realise because there's no Conte on that list. There's no Lampard in this list.
Lampard's going next video.
Look at that. I'm saying there's no Lampard in this. There's no Fabregas in this list. Who else is not in this list?
No, again, that does not reflect the fact that Paul Scholes is number one.
And you're saying
He should have been.
there's a lot of players that have not even made this list, but now we're saying Paul Scholes is ahead of Steven Gerrard. Now I agree with you. Steven Gerrard can't be number one in the order without winning. I agree with you, and this is me, the Liverpool rep.
So it should have been.
Right, I'm saying I agree, Steven Gerrard.
So what's the point of this show then, isn't it? Because we've all done this properly. Everyone's done it right. So what's the point of this show? We have to have our Liverpool goggles on.
Some people
I'm just
mess
saying,
up.
You have to have our Liverpool
you're not
goggles
making
on.
sense. I've said no. I'm not having my Liverpool goggles on. I agree he shouldn't be number one.
But he's better than
of that-
Scholes.
But he's better than Scholes. So I'm not having Scholes.
In your opinion, I would have had Lampard,
In many
Gerrard,
opinions.
Scholes. If there was no between the three of them.
In your opinion, my opinion is different.
Scholes better than
Scholes
Steven
to
Gerrard?
me, I'd rather have Scholes than Gerrard.
Okay,
Simple.
so two people have said Scholes is better than Gerrard. Is Scholes better than Steven Gerrard?
Football player. No.
1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6 of us, and we're the big dogs because we're the big 6. 4 out of 6 are saying no. How does it make sense that he's number one?
Can I counter that? I said it before this show. I said if you give me Lampard, Gerrard, and Scholes, I put Gerrard top of that list. Yeah, but that list is based off of footballer and what they can bring. But if you add in what they've done in the league as well, which some people might say is unfair to team sport, cool, but it's part of it.
Are you not dismissing what Scholes actually do?
Scholes is top 3, but
Long ranges, that's what you're saying. Long ranges from Gerrard.
If we're talking about what the
Scholes could shoot
individual has
as well,
done,
though.
Champions League final goals, all-time leading goal
ranges,
scorer
that's
for
what he
Chelsea.
wants, West Ham.
Individual,
Who?
Lampard is ahead of
What are you
Scholes,
talking
and Gerrard is a
about?
footballer is ahead of
Olympiacos,
What are you
Scholes.
talking about?
Who?
What are you talking about?
Let's remember.
I don't know what you're talking
one
about.
Conversation
All
at a
Scholes
time.
did was
One conversation at a
eat
time.
toenails, and spread
Come
play.
on, man. The problem with Gerrard is he has his iconic moments. This is the problem.
Oh, that's a problem, is it?
No. Hey?
It's a problem. Steven Gerrard is a problem because he's got iconic
No,
moments.
did I say that? Did I say that? I swear I never said that. I never said
Let
that.
him finish. Let him land.
No, it's not the problem. But the thing what kind of clouds their judgment is, that's the word I'm looking for. Clouds their
What, he wasn't
his
consistent?
iconic moment. No, not the fact that, but his iconic moments, Olympiacos, West Ham, these moments where
AC Milan,
everybody...
the best club side.
Okay,
Probably
so
one of the best club
everybody
sides ever.
forgets the moments of Paul Scholes.
Can I ask you
and thinks,
this?
yeah, well,
Can I ask
he was
you
the
this?
tinker man. He was the person
When
that...
names some iconic moments, you've mentioned five Steven Gerrard iconic
Can I ask you
moments.
this? Can I ask you this? If the roles were reversed, if Paul Scholes had to do what Steven Gerrard did for Liverpool, do you think?
Again,
he could do it now?
Liverpool were rubbish, so I should then have opinions.
Wait. Just answer my question. So if the roles were reversed, do you think Gerrard could do the job Paul Scholes did for Man United? And do
I
you
could
think?
never answer that question.
No, he
And do you
couldn't.
think?
I could never answer that question.
He couldn't. And could Gerrard do what?
Steve,
what
is that
Scholes
fair
did
though
to
to me?
Man?
Yes,
Yes.
let's speak about this.
No,
Steve, it's not fair though. It's not fair though. It's not fair.
But answer the question.
That's what I'm trying to say to you.
Answer the question.
It's not fair argument. How's not fair argument?
Listen, there's a very fine line between them, right? And it only comes down to my personal opinion. Don't get me wrong, he's a Man United player, right? So for me to give him props, it's tough.
Fair
But
play.
listen, I watched Paul Scholes, and Paul Scholes has just got this little bit of magic. Steven Gerrard's got that magic. He has. Steven Gerrard, what he did at Liverpool was great, and to not end up with a league title and all that, look, but he dragged them to European Cups. Steven Gerrard, box to box, but Paul Scholes was quality. Paul Scholes was just a little bit quality. I'm not saying he's shit and Scholes is better. I'm talking fine lines in my opinion. But Paul Scholes, listen, a lot of Manchester people as well. Yeah, I watched United a lot when I was younger, and Scholes, a lot of things went under the radar that Scholes did.
That's what I'm trying to say.
People
like Alex Ferguson will tell you that. You heard Roy Keane say that. You heard players actually say it. Gerrard was a big fish
who else
in
had it?
Liverpool.
Zidane,
right?
All these great.
Scholes was a great.
Gerrard was a big fish in a smaller pond at
There you
Liverpool,
go.
and he had a lot of pressure to deal with, and I respect it and what he did. I respect Steven Gerrard, but Scholes just turned up and he didn't look a footballer. He just did it, and for me, I'm not saying it's like Scholes is fucking better. He's not, because Scholes, Lampard, and Gerrard is the biggest debate in football. When they were about, everyone's got different answers. The comments, put your Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard, watch it, it'll go off. But what I'm saying is, I'm not disrespecting it. I'm not disrespecting it. For my opinion, Big Steve's own opinion, only my personal opinion, I just think Paul Scholes has got that little bit more
I think the iconic moments
But
cloud
there's
people's
nothing wrong with
judgment.
the thing is,
But that's all it is.
I don't think we're disagreeing with that.
And
as
it's
an
tough,
opinion.
it's tough that someone's missing it.
I
Listen,
disagree
Frank
with
Lampard to miss out on
Shouldn't
this.
be, yeah.
But what
I hear what you're
disagree
saying.
with
It's
it.
valid.
But I agree with
It's
I
valid
disagree
what
with
you're
it, but I
saying,
respect
but-
his opinion because it is fine lines, and that's why when I said Paul Scholes fifth, you lot said laugh, but now look at the players we've missed out on or we're confused about.
And the fact you're talking about Steven Gerrard in that company when these are winning Premier League titles and all that, and Gerrard didn't, that's a testament to Gerrard.
They're
Isn't it?
super teams.
I felt like you wanted to put Paul Scholes in fifth just to take out the competition. I think that your mentality in voting Paul Scholes.
Okay, now you know my
Tactical.
mentality.
No,
Now you know my
I'll be honest with you, and the comments might agree with me. I think you've done Paul Scholes to take him out the running.
I'd be shocked if the comments agree with you.
People, listen, this has been a feisty one to say the least. I'm going to run down the top five. Yaya Toure in fifth place. And I actually think Yaya Toure is the one in this list that we're probably looking at as the one that shoved Lampard out of it. But let us know in the comments. Yaya Toure fifth, Patrick Vieira fourth, Steven Gerrard third, Roy Keane number 2, and Paul Scholes first. Remember, people, you get to vote for the 6th place. Make sure you vote. Pin comment below. Vote under that pin comment only. That's the only votes that will be taken into account. Hit the like button. You can see it's divided us a bit here, so I'm sure it's going to divide the comment section. Liverpool fans, Chelsea fans, please. The United fans as well. It's a tough one.
I think
It's a tough one.
There's going to be a revolt in the comments.
I genuinely think
gonna be a revolt. Say
United
them a minute later,
fans will
isn't it?
disagree with that. I genuinely believe United fans will disagree with that.
100%.
I don't think Scholes is
One and
number
two.
one.
I don't think
But
so.
the way the voting system
the
works.
game
And who came second, by the way?
Roy Keane.
Roy Keane. Seen, man.
Done work.
I
The
don't
only person
represent
he missed there was
United fans,
Darren
yeah.
Fletcher and Michael Carrick. Could have got
Listen,
them in
Mike
Tom-
Carrick, one of the most underrated midfielders.
We might do that one day anyway.
Underrated, yeah.
But listen, people, make sure you vote for 6th place in the comment section below. The pinned tweet votes, they're the only votes that count. Hit the like button, get it up to 1,000 early. We'll be back with the top 6 wingers of all time, Premier League era next. So look out for that, people. Love for the love.
Mental.
Peace.
Come on.